2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, the 20th of December, and it's Go Carolling Day. And a big happy birthday to Uri Geller, Ashley Cole, Lucy Pinder, and Jonah Hill. There were 82,886 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday, with the official number of Omicron cases rising to 12,133. Omicron's caused 104 hospitalisations so far and 7 deaths. Health Secretary Sajid Javid says the official numbers are really only the tip of the Omicron iceberg.
We know that it's currently running at around 60% of all cases in England overall.
The great unknown remains how severe the Omicron variant is, with some data from South Africa suggesting its impact may be less than that of Delta, but Sajid says we also have to take the sheer number of cases into account.
With the severity, that even if it turns out to be less severe, and therefore a smaller percentage of people are hospitalised here in the UK than with Delta, a small percentage of a large number of infections could still mean a significant number of hospitalisations.
With over 900,000 boosters administered on Saturday, Andrew Marr on his final Sunday show wanted to know if we're still facing the prospect of a lockdown after Christmas.
We do have to challenge data and underlying assumptions. I think that is appropriate.
You are not ruling out a circuit breaker or some new restrictions coming in before Christmas.
So there are no guarantees in this pandemic. I don't think at this point we just have to keep everything under review.
As the Netherlands locks down for 2 weeks and Germany tightens restrictions on British travellers, London Mayor Sadiq Khan has declared Omicron a major incident for London and expects more restrictions to be implemented. Labour's Shadow Health Secretary Wes Streeting says it's time for Boris to act.
If the Prime Minister isn't prepared to lead, we're prepared to do what is necessary in the public interest. I think it would be preferable, by the way, for the government to have a plan and for them to pick up the phone and work with us in the national interest.
Professor Sir David Spiegelhalter says even if the government doesn't act, with the level of cases we're now seeing, the number of people self-isolating will cause huge disruption anyway.
We are getting hundreds of thousands of infections every day now, and the majority of them will be Omicron. Then you're supposed to isolate for 10 days, and that's going to cause massive disruption. And that's nothing to do with how ill people get and hospitalizations. We just know that there's going to be huge disruption over the next weeks and months.
Boris's bad week just seems to be rolling on, as The Guardian published photos of him and 18 of his staff having actual cheese and wine in Downing Street's garden from May last year, when public health guidelines stated no more than 2 people from different households could meet. Number 10 says it's a work meeting. Meanwhile, Simon Case, who was investigating the Christmas party case, had to step down as it emerged his office also had a party. Sky's Sam Coates asked Boris if he takes responsibility for the by-election defeat and his plummeting poll numbers since the Christmas party saga began. The answer wasn't exactly apologetic.
In the last few weeks, some things have been going very well, but what the people have been hearing is just a constant litany of stuff that isn't about them.
This weekend also saw his chief Brexit negotiator, Lord Frost, resign and depart immediately to be replaced by Foreign Secretary Liz Truss. Former Attorney General Dominic Grieve says it looks like even Boris may not be able to wriggle out of this one.
The Patterson affair, followed by the stories coming out about parties at number 10, has damaged his standing with the public in a way that his previous behaviour, previously it hadn't damaged him. So he's clearly in considerable difficulty.
Joe Biden's really struggled to get his Build Back Better bill through the Senate, with 2 Democrat senators, Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin, reluctant to commit to a bill priced at nearly $2 trillion. Negotiations have been going on in the background with West Virginia's Manchin, and the White House thought they were making progress, at least until Joe turned up on Fox News on Sunday morning.
If I can't go home and explain it to the people of West Virginia, I can't vote for it. And I cannot vote to continue with this piece of legislation. I just can't.
You're done. This is a no.
This is a no.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Strictly crowns its champions and the Brit nominations for 2022 are announced. Right after this.
You're listening to the Smart 7. If you're enjoying it, you might also like the Smart 7 Ireland edition. Just search and follow us on your favourite podcast platform.
3,
2021 must be nearly over as Sunday night saw the BBC Sports Personality of the Year awarded. Sky Brown picked up the Young Sports Personality Award for her achievement in winning a bronze medal for skateboarding at just 13 years of age. Then it was time for the main event, as Tom Daley, Tyson Fury, Adam Peaty, Raheem Sterling, Sarah Story and Emma Raducanu faced off for the big prize.
The 2021 BBC Sports Personality of the Year is Emma Raducanu.
I am really happy with this, of course, and I'm really humbled to join the amazing past winners. And I'm also very happy for British tennis that we managed to get this award again. And
The Brit Awards caused a commotion earlier this year when they announced the end of gendered categories. There's no more Best Male or Best Female. So there was keen interest when the 2022 nominations were announced on Saturday night, and it led to more female artists being nominated than ever before. Adele, Dave, Ed Sheeran and Little Sims led the way with 4 nominations each, with Sam Fender and Central C getting 3 each. The awards take place in February, but Anne-Marie, who performed at the nominations, had some advice for those attending for the first time.
I was definitely nervous, but I've realised I really like nerves. So I think people should just need to enjoy it. Enjoy the performances, enjoy seeing all the tables, meeting people. It's such a good feeling when you go there. So I think everyone's going to have the best time, hopefully.
Saturday night also saw the final of this year's Strictly Come Dancing. Unfortunately for AJ Adodu, her injury meant she had to pull out of the final, leaving John and Johan facing Giovanni and Rose. It was a night of firsts, as the final, which was watched by 11 million people, saw the first same-sex couple in a final and the first deaf contestant. In the end, it was Rose that triumphed.
How does it feel?
Incredible. I have to say thank you to this beautiful young lady that made all my dream come true.
I just want to tell you are so amazing. You pushed me to believe in myself more than I believe in myself. You are an incredible teacher, but not just that, but you are a wonderful friend.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.